coffee break on the HAN network. I'm Kate Czaplinski with the latest local news, including a major drug bust in Stratford. Frank Granito has your forecast and will announce later the winners of last week's Athlete of the Week poll during his Nutmeg Sports Update. Donald Lang also joins us later to take a look back on this day in history. But first, a Stratford man faces drug charges after raids on 2 residences and a police chase last Thursday. 35-year-old Robert Hayward was charged with operating a drug factory as well as possession of cocaine and heroin with intent to sell, among several other narcotics charges and a charge of interfering with a search warrant. Now, Hayward, who police say is on parole for narcotic sales, was remanded to custody pending a court appearance September 29th. Now, on September 21st, the Stratford Police Department Narcotics, Vice, and Intelligence Unit concluded a nearly year-long investigation into Hayward. Stratford narcotics detectives, with the assistance of Bridgeport Narcotics Unit and the State Police Gang Unit, executed search and seizure warrants at Stratford and Bridgeport homes. Now, Hayward fled the scene, engaging officers in a vehicle pursuit. Hayward crashed his vehicle, then fled on foot before being caught and taken into custody. Police said those searches yielded more than 500 grams of powdered cocaine, 50 grams of crack cocaine packaged for street sale, as well as a large amount of raw bulk heroin, items to process the narcotics for street sale, and a large amount of cash. And you can get more on that story at StratfordStar.com. In other news, a New Canaan woman drove through the storefront of Embody Fitness in Norotan Heights in Darien on Thursday afternoon, damaging the building but resulting in no injuries. Now, police say she possibly hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. Officers responded to 380 Heights Road on the report of a motor vehicle striking a building in the shopping plaza. Officers found that 2006 Mercedes SUV had accelerated through a parking spot in front of Embody Fitness Gourmet, striking a steel structural pole and continuing through the storefront where it came to arrest. Now, the 79-year-old driver, a resident of New Canaan, was uninjured in the collision. She informed officers that she believed she may have pushed the wrong pedal when pulling into the parking spot in front of the store, causing it to suddenly accelerate. Now, no one else was injured as a result of the crash. Due to the potential structural damage, Norotan Heights Fire Department responded to ensure the structure was stable. And according to a store employee, Embody Fitness Gourmet was back open for business on Friday morning. While Shelton police arrested a resident for allegedly shooting landscapers with a pellet gun for making too much noise while he was trying to sleep. This happened last Thursday around 10 a.m. Police responded to Tuckahoe Drive in Shelton for a report of people being shot with a pellet gun. When officers arrived, they met with landscapers working on the street that claimed to have been shot several times. The landscapers showed officers injuries they suffered from the pellets and described the shooter as a man with a rifle wearing no shirt while in the window of a home located at 41 Tuckahoe Drive. Well, when officers responded to that home, they learned that 48-year-old Jeffrey Pate was upset because the landscapers were, quote, making too much noise while he was trying to sleep. That, according to his statement to police. Pat then shot the landscapers with his .177 caliber pellet gun rifle, striking them several times. He was arrested and charged with unlawful discharge of a firearm, third-degree assault, as well as reckless endangerment and breach of peace. And in other news, in June of 2017, the Connecticut State Police Computer Crimes Unit began an investigation into the sharing of child pornography over the internet. Now, that investigation traced the internet activity to a home located at 94 Summerhill Road in Wallingford. Well, on July 17th, detectives assigned to the Computer Crimes Unit and officers with the Wallingford Police executed a search and seizure warrant at that residence, which is the home of 51-year-old Jeffrey Crawling. Now, several items of evidence were seized. Troopers later conducted a forensic preview of the seized items and located files of child pornography. Well, on September 21st, Crawling was arrested at his home and charged with illegal possession of child pornography in the first degree. He was being held on a $750,000 court-set bond. And in other news, Wilton police last week said they responded to complaints of commercial sex taking place in a relaxation spa by investigating the place and obtaining search warrants, resulting in the arrest of one woman for prostitution. Now, police said they had help from the Norwalk Police Department investigating the alleged sex activities at Spa 7, located on Danbury Road. The investigation culminated on the evening of September 20th with the execution of search warrants at the business and a connected vehicle. As a result, Hay Lang, who's 43 years old and from College Point, New York, was arrested and charged with prostitution. She posted a $5,000 bond and will be arraigned in Norwalk Superior Court on October 2nd. And Monroe police arrested 38-year-old Jennifer Spezzano of Waterbury on Wednesday, September 20th on a warrant for larceny charges. Now, the arrest stems from an incident in August when police were called to a home on Jockey Hollow Road for a larceny. Police said the residents returned home from vacation and immediately noticed some big tool items missing from their garage, as well as cash gone from the home. Well, through police investigation, it was learned that Spezzano, a friend of the house sitter, had pawned items stolen from the home and used the homeowner's car to take those items to area pawn shops. Now, Spezzano was released after posting a $25,000 bond and was scheduled to appear in court on Thursday, September 28th. Police say that investigation is ongoing and they expect to make more arrests. All right, switching gears now, going to throw it over to Frank Granito for a look at this summer-like weather we're having right now.
Summer-like is almost underappreciated, Kate. We were looking at record highs yesterday, and it's going to be warm out again today. Muggy as well, mostly sunny skies. We'll see highs around 84 during the day. Overnight, it's going to drop down to 66, partly cloudy, and again mild out as humidity is pretty high. 80 degrees tomorrow, partly sunny, warm and muggy again. Humidity levels sitting right around 55 to 60%. Mild with increasing cloud cover overnight and a low of 67. Heading into Wednesday, partly sunny, and that's right, humid one more time as this stretch of heat just continues on this week. Low cloud cover overnight, mild with a chance for a shower or two. Hopefully that'll be enough to break this heat streak before what looks like it might be a cooler Thursday and Friday to end the work week. That's going to do it for this weather update. Let's go back over to Kate.
All right, thanks so much, Frank. Well, we're going to step out for a break. When we come back, Donald Eng joins us to take a look back on this day in history. Frank has your Nutmeg Sports Update, and there's some more local news after this.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
We know it's your busy season, and that's why Walter Stewart's Market is here to make things easy by offering the best of autumn under one roof. Walter Stewart's Market is your local one-stop fall shop. There are so many seasonal flavors to savor, and Stewart's has them all. From Blue Jay Orchard's local cider donuts to Vermont Farmstead cheddar and all of your favorite varieties of local apples and pears. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and find us at stewartsmarket.com. Weed and Duryea, New Canaan's home center and full-service lumberyard. Everything for your home and improvement projects. We also carry seasonal items, barbecue grills, housewares, newest LED light bulbs, doors, windows, and much more. Weed and Duryea, 21 Grove Street, New Canaan, a division of Northeast Building Supply.
At Black Horse Garage, we fulfill all your sports car needs. We specialize in manufacturer-recommended service and aftermarket high-performance parts and installation. We have one of the nation's top storage facilities and offer a high-end collision department that understands your need for detail. Visit blackhorsegarage.com for more.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
Welcome back to the September 25th edition of your Coffee Break on the HAN Network. Time to throw it over to Donald Eng to get a look back on this day in history. Don.
Well, it was perhaps the most closely covered non-celebrity divorce you can imagine. First, though, we go back to 1789. The U.S. Congress passes the original 12 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. That included the 10 that we now know as the Bill of Rights, plus 2 others that covered congressional pay and establishing congressional representation. Now, today we hear a lot about things like the First and the Second Amendments, and plus a few others, but my favorite has to be the Ninth Amendment, in which the Constitution covers all rights not mentioned in the Constitution. Believe it or not, 5 Supreme Court cases have been argued under the Ninth Amendment, mostly involving personal privacy, which you have a right to, even though it is not listed in the Constitution. 1890, the U.S. Congress, again, establishes Sequoia National Park, including its main attraction, the General Sherman tree that you see there. It is the largest known tree in the world, possibly also the oldest, or at least among the oldest. Consider When Julius Caesar proclaimed himself dictator of the Roman Republic, General Sherman was already 400 years old. 1974, now we go. The first Tommy John surgery performed on baseball pitcher Tommy John. That seems like a remarkable coincidence. But anyway, the revolutionary procedure involved replacing an elbow tendon with a tendon taken from somewhere else in your body, or one taken from a cadaver. After missing the entire 1975 season rehabbing, John would pitch 14 more seasons in the majors, including 3 All-Star Game appearances. Finally, now we go to 1992, 25 years ago, Orlando, Florida, for this.
Do you feel like that you've done anything wrong?
No.
Are you doing this because you want to hurt your mother?
No.
Are you doing it? Why are you doing it?
I'm doing it for me so I can be happy.
Are you doing it because you love the Russes too?
Yes.
In his hour on the witness stand, Gregory said he did not recognize his mother when he saw her for the first time in years last July. By that time, Gregory had hired his own lawyer, initiating what has become an unprecedented custody battle that some child care experts are already criticizing.
25 years ago today, a Florida judge ruled in favor of 12-year-old Gregory Kingsley. He had sought a divorce from his biological parents so he could be legally adopted by his foster parents. Now, Gregory's father was an abusive alcoholic. His mother, a drug addict that had placed him in foster care when she was unable to care for him or his siblings. At the time of the case, Kingsley had lived with his mother for less than 7 months of the previous 8 years. That is your look back in history for today, September 25th, and I'm Donald Lang.
All right, thanks so much, Don. Well, in other local news, Wilton's Board of Selectmen recently approved a contract with the Vermont company Timber and Stone to build a boardwalk as well as continue the 10-foot wide cinder trail of the Norwalk River Valley Trail to Skunk Lane. Now, that contract involves constructing 1,500 feet of naturally surfaced trail and a 45-foot boardwalk between the already constructed path connector at Twin Oaks Lane and the intersection with Skunk Lane. Now, funding for the contract is private from the Friends of the Norwalk River Valley Trail fundraising campaigns. The estimate for construction is about $177,000. Now, when complete, that 38-mile trail will extend from Calf Pasture Beach in Norwalk to Rogers Park in Danbury, passing through Wilton, Reading, and Richfield. All right, let's throw it back over to Frank Granito now and find out who the winners are of our first Athlete of the Week poll of the season.
Kate. We have the Week 1 winners for the fall season of our Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Ortho Connecticut, and they are Carson Alstead of the New Canaan Girls Volleyball Squad and Gavin Muir of the Greenwich football team. Let's start with Alstead, who had 2 big matches this past week as the Rams opened up the 2017 season with a pair of shutouts. Alstead, a senior co-captain, had 15 kills, 9 digs, and 4 aces when the Rams topped Notre Dame of Fairfield in straight sets. She also had 21 kills, 9 digs as the Rams defeated Norwalk 3-0 in their second match of the year. Gavin Muir for the Greenwich Cardinals combined to throw 9 touchdowns in their first 2 victories, lopsided victories at that. They defeated Trumbull 70-16 and Trinity Catholic 49-7. Muir threw for 365 yards and 5 touchdowns versus Trumbull, and then 149 yards and 4 scores against Trinity Catholic. We will have our Week 2 nominees this afternoon on Nutmeg Sports at 2 o'clock. We'll also have a full breakdown and highlights from the FCX football over the weekend. Just a couple of scores from this past weekend. The games we saw: New Canaan topped Trumbull 61-14. Darien took down St. Joseph 42-10. Ridgefield 46-8 over Central. West Hill defeated Danbury 34-10. Norwalk 41-21. They beat Fairfield Ludlow. Wilton topped Ward 31-21. Staples rolls past McMahon 44-7. And Stanford gets their first win of the season in a city championship matchup against Trinity Catholic. It was 30-10 in favor of the Black Knights. That's going to do it for this Nutmeg Sports Update. We're back at 2 o'clock. We'll see you then. For now, though, back over to Kate.
Thanks so much, Frank. Well, the First Congregational Church of Darien and Silver Hill Hospital are hosting a panel discussion to address the problems of drugs that plague the Darien community and many of its neighbors. Now, it will be held this Sunday, October 1st at 11:30 a.m. And although the focus will be on teens, according to organizers, everyone is affected by this crisis. Now, First Congregational Church is located at 44 Brookside Road in Darien. 2 professional panelists who work in the greater Darien area will talk about addiction from the scientific, prevention, and treatment perspectives, and 2 people in recovery will share their personal stories. Time is planned for questions and comments, and parents are encouraged to bring their children. You can get more information on that event at DarienTimes.com. And according to Milford officials, devastating hurricanes resulting in widespread destruction to buildings and trees underscores the need behind the city's plans to create a bulk storage area adjacent to the 2.5-acre transfer station property at 755 Oronoque Road. Now, the Milford Planning and Zoning Board voted unanimously at a recent meeting on an 8-24 review of the city purchase of an adjacent 10-acre parcel. Now, that law requires the board to act in an advisory capacity to the Board of Aldermen on matters involving property the city owns or has plans to purchase. At an upcoming meeting, the aldermen will vote on that proposal. Public Works Director Christopher Saley told the board that the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the State Department of Energy and Environmental Protection require the city to have bulk storage to be used temporarily after a major event. Saley said goods, trees, and bulky waste could be stored there. You can get more information at milfordmirror.com. And in Darien, first and second graders from Royal, Tokenique, and Oxridge schools held a lemonade stand on Saturday to raise money for victims of recent hurricanes and earthquakes. Now, the lemonade stand was held on Saturday afternoon in front of Kirby & Co. on the Post Road. The students made close to $600, and all proceeds were donated to hurricane and earthquake relief. Specifically, the Love City United Foundation, which is raising funds to assist St. John and the U.S. Virgin Islands recovery, as well as the United Way Disaster and Relief Reconstruction Fund. More on that at DarienTimes.com. We're going to step out for a break, and when we come back, we're going to hear about a special event coming up for Make-A-Wish Connecticut. That on your coffee break after this.
Now teeing off, Paul Miller from Miller Nissan in Fairfield.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What about my new Sentra?
Right now, lease a 2017 Sentra S for only $97 a month.
He is never going to retire.
UK Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Over 80 teas to choose from and a brilliant assortment of biscuits to go with them. Over 70 cheeses from grass-fed cows, which makes a smashing difference in taste. The creamiest chocolate you'll ever taste using no artificial colors or preservatives. So say hooray for UK Gourmet, 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always on inside.
Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The InSports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Manfredi New Canaan is celebrating 3 exceptional years selling Rolex watches and fine jewelry to the Fairfield County community. We appreciate all our loyal clients and look forward to welcoming and helping you discover the perfect gift to celebrate life's most important occasions. Bankwell combines the best personalized service with high-tech banking features for our customers' convenience. We pride ourselves on being a strong community partner. You don't settle for average in anything else you do. Why settle for an average bank? Don't just bank when you can bank well instead. Visit mybankwell.com for more. Bankwell. Welcome back to this Monday edition of your coffee break on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Czaplinski, and on Saturday during our FCAC tailgate show, I had a chance to catch up with some members of Make-A-Wish Connecticut about a special event that's coming up this fall. Check it out. Kate Czaplinski, and I'm so excited now to have special guests from Make-A-Wish Connecticut. I have Shayna Grossi joining me once again on the HAN Network, and I also have Wish Kid Declan, who's a New Canaan resident, and he has a special wish coming true soon. Declan, tell us what your wish was.
My wish was to go to Maui, Hawaii.
And why was that something you wanted to do?
I've always wanted to see clear water and go snorkeling and swim with all the animals.
That's so cool. And now you have a big family that's going to be coming with you, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have 4 siblings, and 2 of them are girls and 2 of them are boys.
So. Wow, so nice big family to have fun with on the trip. Now, Shayna, Declan's wish is kind of the perfect wish to talk about an upcoming event that you guys are doing. You have your annual Wishes Ball every year. Tell us about it this year.
Yeah, so Celebrating Wishes Ball has been going on for more than a decade at the Greenwich Country Club, but this year it's got kind of a new look. So we like to say it's been around the globe and returned with a fresh take on things. So we've rebranded it Wish Night. It's going to be held November 4th at the Greenwich Country Club. And it's a pretty special event this year. We're actually going to welcome Make-A-Wish America's CEO and president, David Williams. This is the first time in the history of our chapter, we were founded in 1986, that David's going to be coming all the way out here for this event. So it's a wonderful opportunity to meet him and to hear a little bit more about Make-A-Wish and its direction in the coming years.
Now, what's really neat is Make-A-Wish grants wishes for children with life-threatening medical conditions, and it's really not just the child. It's the whole family. As we said, Declan has a lot of siblings, and they're all going to Hawaii, right?
Yeah, Declan's wish is an awesome example. So the average cost of a wish in Connecticut is $10,000. And it sounds like a lot of money until you meet kids like Declan, who've got 4 brothers and sisters. And you can imagine a flight to Hawaii with that many kids, hotel rooms, food, awesome excursions. Declan, you've got some ideas about what you want to do on your wish trip, right?
What do you want to do? I want to go to Molokini and go snorkeling. I also want to go on a volcano tour and take a helicopter ride.
So you can tell, like, you think about those things and you think about all the people attending, and that's how those costs add up. And that's why we rely so much on support from generous donors and people who buy tickets to events like Wish Night to make Wish kids like Declan's best, most incredible wishes come true.
Now, so in addition to just supporting an amazing cause, Wish Night's a lot of fun, right? I mean, you guys have a lot of cool stuff planned.
We have so much fun. And if you buy your tickets now, we have patron level tickets available. You get to add 2 special excursions. So you get to attend our Wish Night patron party, which is going to be held in Port Chester next week. And we also have a really special VIP after party, which is going to be held at Greenwich Country Club's bowling alley, which a lot of people aren't aware that Greenwich Country Club has a bowling alley. But if you buy your tickets now, you have the opportunity to join us for that super special event. And at Wish Night, you're going to meet a lot of awesome Wish kids, great silent auction items, wonderful band. It's a really fun event.
And how can people buy tickets to it?
People can visit ct.wish.org/wishnight to buy tickets, or they're welcome to just hit our website or Facebook page. There's always great information there.
And now, Declan, we should say this trip is going to mark kind of a special occasion for you. It's kind of a great gift. Tell us what you're going to be celebrating on your trip.
I'm going to be celebrating my 13th birthday.
That's a pretty awesome 13th birthday. All right, well, Declan, we want you and your whole family to have a great time. Please support Make-A-Wish Connecticut's Wish Night. Shayna, so great to talk with you as always.
Good to see you too.
All right, we'll be back with more FCAC Tailgate.
And thanks so much to Shayna and Declan for joining us on Saturday. Let's throw it back over to Frank Granito now for one final look at your forecasts. Frank.
Thank you, Kate. And we are looking at a warm next couple of days. It'll be a high of 84 today. Number will feel more like 90 with the humidity. Mostly sunny through the afternoon, warm and muggy out. A low of 64 tonight and partly cloudy skies. Tuesday, partly sunny again, a high of only 80, but humidity levels back around 65%, so warm and muggy conditions one more time. Mild overnight tomorrow with increasing cloudiness and a low of 67. And a lot of the same on Wednesday, maybe a little cloudier out though, as we see periods of sun and clouds through the afternoon. Humidity levels even higher on Wednesday. A low of 66 Wednesday night with low cloud cover. Possible chance of a shower or 2 before Thursday morning. Hopefully that is the case. Breaks this heat streak a little bit and we see cooler conditions to end the work week on Thursday and Friday. That'll do it for this weather update. We are back with Kevin Coleman at 2 o'clock for Nutmeg Sports. For now though, let's go back over to Kate.
Thanks so much, Frank. That's right. Nutmeg Sports at 2 o'clock. We're going to wrap things up here on your coffee break, but we'll see you tomorrow at 11. Have a great day.